Once upon a time in the vast savanna, there lived a young elephant named Elara. Elara was curious about the world around her, and she often wondered what it would be like to be one of the many creatures she saw each day. One morning, she woke up to find that she had been transformed into a tiny ant. She looked down at her new body in amazement. Her once large trunk was now like a pair of antennae, and her massive legs had become small ones. What a peculiar thing to happen, she thought. But I'll make the most of it. Elara quickly learned that being an ant meant seeing the world from a completely different perspective. Everything was so much bigger. The blades of grass looked like towering trees, and the rocks she once stepped over looked like mountains. She watched as the other ants scurried around, carrying leaves and crumbs that were now heavy burdens for her new ant friends. "This is hard work," she exclaimed. "But I'm sure there's something wonderful to discover here." Elara followed a trail of ants to their underground colony. She was greeted by the queen ant, who was surprised to see an elephant so small. "Welcome to our world," the queen said with a smile. "You may find it challenging, but you're welcome to stay and learn." Elara was eager to help and soon found herself carrying her share of food alongside the other ants. As they worked together, she realized that even though they were tiny, ants were incredibly strong and organized. They had built a maze of tunnels that kept them safe from predators and the scorching heat of the day. "This is like a whole other world," she marveled. During her day as an ant, Elara made many friends and learned about their community. She saw them help each other, share their food, and keep their home clean. Ants may be small, she thought, but they're mighty in their own way. As the sun began to set, Elara felt a strange sensation. She grew bigger and bigger until she was back to her elephant size. "Thank you for the lessons, my ant friends," she called out. "I'll never forget the strength of unity and the importance of a helping trunk. Or 6 legs, in your case." The ants cheered as she waved her trunk goodbye, and Elara returned to the savanna. She looked around with new appreciation for the creatures that shared her world. She promised to always lend a trunk to those in need, and remembered that no matter how big or small, everyone had something special to offer. And that's the story of how Elara the elephant became an ant for a day. And in doing so, became an even wiser elephant than she had been before.